Hi, my name's Alex Sassy, and this is my persuasive speech. According to UCSUSA.com, last accessed July 18th in 2014, approximately 78% of the US global warming emissions were energy-related emissions of carbon dioxide. Now, some of you may know the many negative effects of burning fossil fuels on the environment. Today, we're going to talk about these and how we can make a difference to make a better future. There are a few important aspects to discuss on this topic. One, the amount of pollution we produce is quite honestly off the charts and must change soon if there's any chance of having a sustainable future. Two, a large portion of the pollution produced is caused by the burning of fossil fuels to create energy. And three, we must solve this problem by focusing our efforts on the more sustainable forms of energy production. First, we need to realize the problem at hand, that is pollution. Pollution is one thing that we as humans do that does extreme harm to our planet, but for many people, it's all too easy to simply ignore it. Pollution is literally the presence in or introduction into the environment of a substance or thing that has a harmful or poisonous effect. Pollution comes in many forms, and all of them are very detrimental to the environment. In fact, according to DoSomething.org, last accessed on July 18th, people who live in places with high levels of air pollutants have 20% higher risk of death from lung cancer than people who live in less polluted areas. That's extremely, extremely high. As humans, we have a moral responsibility to make a change in order to save the state of our environment as we know it. If we don't, there might just not be anything left to save before we even realize it. Now that we've talked about what pollution is, let's talk about what causes it. One of the main forms of pollution, and quite possibly the most immediately detrimental to the environment, lies in the burning of fossil fuels, the kinds we use to power our cars, power our homes, power just about everything in society in one way or another. Fossil fuels are defined as a natural fuel such as coal or gas, formed in the geological past from the remains of living organisms. Unfortunately, fossil fuels have many negative effects to the environment, despite their high energy content. According to NRDC.org, last accessed on July 17th, fossil fuels produce large quantities of carbon dioxide when burned. Carbon emissions then trap heat in the atmosphere and lead to climate change. This is one of the foremost concerning effects of burning fossil fuels on hand right now. Fossil fuels are also considered non-renewable, which means that at some point in the future, the supply will not meet the demand that we have for energy as a society. These fuels are fantastic at generating power, especially with the infrastructure we have today, such as gas stations and the natural gas lines we have running into our homes. However, the clock is ticking on how long we have before either the supply will run out or will do irreversible damage to the environment. Now that we've talked about one of the primary causes of pollution, let's talk about what we can do to lessen its effect in the future. In order to stop, or at least limit the effects of fossil fuel usage, we must first find other viable means of harnessing electricity that are more sustainable, i.e. alternative energies. There are many alternative energies in use and in development today. These energies have been in use for quite some time, such as solar, wind, and hydropower. All of these you see on a normal daily drive. These energies have been in use for quite some time, like I said, and they use the natural processes of our planet to generate power. Alternative energies need to be more widely accepted, however, in order to make a difference. Over the past few decades, these means of harnessing electricity have become more and more widely accepted, but it hasn't been until recently that this type of power usage has become more widely accepted into daily life. Overall, I feel that it's very important to continuously consider the effects of your actions on the environment and otherwise. And to reiterate, first, we need to consider the pollution we're responsible for. Second, we need to see that changes can and need to be made. And third, and most importantly, we need to find other ways around the harm we do to our planet. Together, we can all make a difference toward a better future with less of a threat of pollution. Thank you.